Yo, it's the guy right here, Lord Supreme, wise man of law. I'm back. Yo, I was gone for a minute. You know what I'm saying? My power he won. I misplaced it. And, a couple of babies picked it up, found it, and they locked my phone. So I wasn't able to get into my phone for a while, but I got another phone. But anyways, I have to really get back on this situation. And when I say situation, I'm saying this is a ongoing, perpetuating problem in our nation. Is one thing I want to emphasize and I want to stress highly is your name is a full representation of who you are in regards to this culture. You feel what I'm saying? Now, one thing is for sure, a good name is better than gold. You know what I'm saying? That basically means your name is a priceless name. It has no amount to it, no quantity. Now, the thing that I'm getting, and I'm touching base on every single subject possible in this build, so please follow me, is when you draw your name up, when you take the time, you have an educator, he starts giving you lessons. He might want to take his time with you even developing your name, or you conjuring up a name for yourself. Because this is basically what it is. It's about knowledge itself. So you have to know who you are. So, the problem that I'm having is that there's a lot of people, a lot of brothers and sisters in this nation, in this culture, using names that have nothing to do with this culture. This is a nation of gods and earths. We go according to the mathematical procedure of drawing and picking our names. Not just any random names. Names from your math or your alphabet or even your lessons. You feel me? Because once you start going outside of that realm of the lessons of the 120 or of the nation of gods and earths, you begin to pick up different ideologies. In other words, you're not on the foundation of 120 anymore, because now your name is a representation of another culture. The culture that we live is I God. You know what I'm saying? It is the manifestation or the intelligence of God. I itself, and self is who? God. The God within me. I am the physical manifestation of the conduit or the host of the intangible intelligence. So what I'm saying is this: when you draw your name, when you come into the knowledge of yourself, this is about you. This is not about, the Egyptology, because if that was the case, you'd be studying Egyptology and trying to be an Egyptologist. If this was Christianity, you'd just be a common Joe Schmo. If this was Muslim, if you was a Muslim, you would choose a name that represents you as a Muslim. You see what I'm saying? Different ways of living have different representations of who they are through their name. You can tell who's who by their name. Like for instance, if you see a person that represents RGB, his name is Amen Akhenaten, whatever. He's representing RGB. If you see a person that's named Al-Haq or Malik or Tamir, those are Arabic names. Some of them come from Arabic. So what I'm saying is, when you come into the name of Allah, of the nation of gods and earths, you choose your name from your supreme mathematics and alphabet. There's nothing else. There shouldn't be no, well, let me go over here to RGB and pick out some name, and then let me go over here to the Muslim nation and pick out a name, and then let me go over here to the Hebrew Israelites and pick out a, no, cipher. In other words, no, that don't fly. You know what's gonna happen? Brothers and sisters gonna look at you like you a confused dude. Like, yo, what kind of name is that? And not to mention the fact that if it's long as hell, who the fuck wanna say that shit? My name is Lord Supreme, Wise mind, Allah. That's it. Because Lord is a noble ruler, one that governs authority and practices righteous sovereignty. Supreme is the Most High. Wise is a form of being prudent, judicious, and using good discernment when making decisions based upon your knowledge. Mind is man. Man is intelligence. Allah is a supreme being, black man, who has supreme knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of self and all things in existence. He is the sole controller. You cannot say Allah without saying all. He is the all in all. In other words, my representation of who I am represents the all of me, of everything of who I am. The experiences I went through, the situations I've been through in my life, for me to have an understanding of who I'm supposed to be. You feel what I'm saying? Now, for those of you that love just choosing names out of the blue, let me tell you something. This is why you have your lessons. This is why you're supposed to study your lessons, because knowledge is the foundation. Let me give it to you easily, right? First off, let me break it down to you simple like this. The first degree that you will ever get after your supreme mathematics alphabet is your 1 to 10. Your 1 to 10, your first degree or your first lesson in the 1 to 10 says, who is the original man? Now, who represents identity? He has to identify with certain objects, certain places, certain things. So it has to have a identity, a sign, a symbol, a representation of something. So when a person says, who are you? You represent who you are by saying who you are. If they say, who are you? I'm Lord Supreme Wise Mind of Law. Who are you? I'm not going to say, I come in a divine attribute. An attribute is a characteristic of your name. It describes certain characteristics and traits about yourself. You feel me? So, a good name is better than gold. When dealing with the nation of gods and earth, you're dealing with divine and supreme beings that have supreme knowledge of self of who they are. They spend years, months, and days fighting for this, dying for this, living for this, trying to help others understand who they are. And for you to come into the nation with some bullshit as long as Egyptian, Hebrew, Israelite name, like, no, cipher, y'all. I'm not going for that. I'm starting to check motherfuckers. And that's real talk, because, let me tell you something. Let me give you a little brief history, right? First off, when I first came into the nation of gods and earth, I came in August 11th, 2007. Pardon self, August 22nd, 2011. No. I was right the first time. August 11th. The knowledge day. I was right. I was 22 when I got knowledge of self. Pardon self. So, when my educator, Almighty Supreme Born of Law from He Father, from Harvard, Connecticut, said, yo, God, it's time for you to pick your name. Pick your name, get back to me, and we can build on it. Okay? Now, first, my name originally, and it's on my actual identification, is Supreme Wisdom Allah. First, right? So as time went on and me and the God parted ways, I started building with other gods and so other earths. But then I made an error in my name, because I said my name is Supreme Wisdom. Wisdom is a woman. I'm not a fucking woman. So what I did was, instead of bitching about it and started arguing like, nah, wisdom is wise words, ways, I started to correct the error. Instead of wisdom, wise dome. Within the dome exists what? The mind. Wise mind. Moving and speaking with the intelligence of God. Wise mind of law. Now, I finally decided to add Lord to it, because I begin to understand myself as one who rules and governs self. Nobody else governs and rules me. Lord is a noble ruler, one who properly rules and governs self. So, like I said, when you're dealing with in the name of, make sure that your name coincides with the culture. It doesn't go hand in hand with any other culture besides the Nation of Gods and Earths. People can identify you. People are like, oh yeah, you're a 5%er. Like, yes, sure indeed. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I heard about the Nation of Gods and Earths. They writing exact. Okay, some people might not agree, some people might not. But all I'm saying is that a good name is better than gold. It's a priceless name. It's a name that will carry on. You know why? Because you make your history of Quran according to your name. And when people understand you, they're going to be like, yo, the God right there, Lord Supreme, or the God right there, Divine, or the God right there, Supreme Justice, he wasn't fucking around. Them niggas was built, the gods was building. They was sitting out here in the streets teaching these babies. That's why. Because they can represent, they can identify you with what? Your culture. It's easy. But it's too many times that people want to go back and forth and argue like, yo, God, I had knowledge of self since, man, fuck how long you had this shit. What the fuck are you doing with this shit? What the fuck are you doing with the knowledge? The fuck are you doing with the wisdom, understanding, the culture, the power, the quality, the God, build, destroy, the born, and cipher? What are you doing with all those principles? Are you living them out, or are you just preserving them? Or you're exerting those supreme forces or principles in a way where they're conducive and can be seen through actions and deeds. And this is what I'm be saying. Because a lot of y'all dudes be sitting up there like, yo, arguing on Facebook about, yo, my name is such and such. I had knowledge, this is my educator. Like, nah, I'm building to you. I'm asking you the question. I'm saying, yo, how do you see that? You feel what I'm saying? Because there's certain things that just don't go into your lessons. Just don't. You can go through 120, and then if you pick your name out of 120, then you tell me. And I can give you a good name for it. So, like I said, man, a good name is better than gold. You don't have to sit here and argue back and forth. Just correct the error. Because your name goes hand in hand with your culture. People will identify you. People, okay, I'll give you an example. Like I said before, if you're a Christian, people usually call you Sister Johnson or Sister Harding or Brother Harding. Them people usually identify themselves as brothers and sisters in Christ. You feel what I'm saying? They don't put, they say in the name of Jesus. You already know who they are. They're Christians. So if somebody says in the name of Allah, more than likely either a Muslim or NOI. You feel what I'm saying? You got to understand, like, there's things that identify certain principles or certain things, so you can know what it is and who it is, who and what it is. Y'all going too far with this shit. Like, y'all just start coming in the name of Allah or in the Nation of Gods and Earth with any fucking bullshit name, and then expect for us not to fucking examine you. No, nobody is not exempt from examination. Everybody must get examined, regardless. And this is all I'm gonna say. And with that being said, if you don't like it, you already know you could comment below on this video, because this video is going on the YouTube. Real talk. I'm telling y'all. And the same thing, yo, I'm gonna tell you another thing. The same thing with sisters too. Don't think because you come in the nation, you can just come with any other fucking name that you can just think of. You just think, oh, my name is this. Hell no. Don't do no shit like that. What the fuck? Build. Show and prove your name. It's from the culture. How you are earth. How you God. Show and prove God's, and there's 99 attributes of God. But those are characteristics of God. The things that God does. Who is God? The black man, none other. Supreme being, the most highest form of physical manifestation on the planet Earth. The earth is the highest form of the physical manifestation of the black woman in the manifestation of herself. She was earth before the earth was here. She was already here. So was God. The black man was already here. Dark matter and dark energy. So like I said, man, names are represented to identify certain things. You feel me? I'm telling you, man. Brothers better get on with the program, God on earth, and brothers and sisters, because y'all soon about to be checked. And trust me, I'm going to the show and prove. And I will be there. Peace.